just quickly on SPX 500 index. I think if you look at the index, the recovery was quite sharp as well, even though the correction, the pullback from the high of close to 5670 was equally sharp. Okay, right now, I think if you look at the candles above the key moving averages, so that is to mean that the bulls will have the upper hand, but trading activity will actually be choppy because the 30-day and 50-day SMAs have converged. Okay, for Malaysia, basically, we are going to talk about two stocks for each country. This is actually Duo Pharma Biotech. I think if you look at the share price movement, it has been consolidating sideways. Prior to that, it was on the downtrend, and now the candles have actually bounced back above the 30-day and 50-day SMAs. Hence, I think there is a high possibility that a short-term base is formed. With the gap up move last Friday, that I think we believe another white candle is needed to validate the rebound move. Second stock is actually GCAP. Okay, I must say that volatility for this stock will be even higher simply because of the strong movement on Friday. Okay, I think if you look at the correction from the January high, it was quite sharp. Right now, the candle is trying to test or trying to take out the 30-day SMA. In fact, it will need to take out this moving average to initiate a new upleg. Otherwise, I think chances are sellers at the moving averages will keep the bulls at bay. For now, we are still keeping our optimism simply because if you look at the RSI indicator continue to trend upward, and the fact that it is not overbought, it means that selling pressure probably may not surface that soon. Okay, third stock is actually from Indonesia, Indica Energy. If you look at the price pattern, it actually broke out from the medium-term downtrend channel last week, and this is actually a precursor to more upside ahead. If you look at the candle, also swung past the 200-day SMA last week. Hence, I think the long-term downtrend has now reversed. Fourth stock is actually Aneka Tambang, Indonesia Counters. I think if you look at it, my curve here is not very perfect, but basically it is actually a cup and handle pattern. If you look at the candle, the last Friday candle, it actually took out the neckline resistance on high volume. So that is a good chance that the current rebound will continue. Share price also took out the 30-day, 50-day, the 30-day, 50-day SMAs, and it is now charging towards the 200-day SMA. Fifth stock is actually from Philippines, Ayala Corp. I must say that it is now testing the key resistance trend line, which is not far from the 200-day SMA. In other words, I think for those risk-averse traders, you might want to wait for a breakout above 200-day SMA before jumping onto the bandwagon. Okay, for now, the bulls continue to have the upper hand because the 30-day SMA, as my cursor depicts here, just cut above the 50-day SMA. Sixth stock is actually from Philippines, Ionic. I think if you look at the share price, short-term downtrend has been taken up. Last Friday, it tested the 50-day SMA, but still towards the end of the day, it actually came off from that moving average. Today, I think we will probably see another candle to test this moving average. And if another white candle is formed, I think most likely the short-term correction is over. Seventh stock is actually from Singapore OCBC Bank. I think the correction from the high of $15.38 was supported near the 38% Fibonacci retracement level. With a base now formed, I think the rebound should continue. Okay, and I think looking at the chart, the 50-day will be the first target to challenge, followed by 30-day SMA. And from the downside, basically, even if the 38.2% Fibonacci is breached, the 200-day SMA will act as another support. Eighth stock is actually ValueMax from Singapore, broke out from the key resistance channel last Friday. Okay, so that is a good chance that the recent sideways consolidation is over. As usual, for any breakout, the early breakout, do expect base building to take place, hence volatility may escalate. Ninth stock is actually from Thailand. Sun Wheat broke out from the short-term resistance trend line above the 30-day and 50-day SMA last Friday. So I think the rebound will likely continue from Friday itself. 10th stock is actually Polyplex. I think if you look at the price pattern here, it is actually constantly in descending flag pattern. So this is supposed to be a bullish reversal indicator. If you look at the candle here, broke out a tad above the resistance trend line. So I think another white candle will further validate the breakout run. 11th stock is actually from Vietnam, Saigon Beer. Broke out from the short-term downtrend channel. Last week, the candles bounced back above the 30-day SMA. I think there is a good chance that the 50-day SMA will be tested this week. And finally, last stock, Good Chiang Chemicals. I think the correction from the recent high found a support near the 50-day SMA. I think last week, it actually bounces back above the 200-day SMA. So I think good chance that a base has formed. I think the share price will need to take out the 30-day SMA and 50-day SMA soon to resume the prior uptrend.
What do you think?